Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to have decks led by the new legendary creatures from the Final Fantasy set. Leading today's deck is none other than the cutest creature in Final Fantasy, Moogle Warrior. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Moogle Warrior is a 3-mana 1/2 legendary Moogle Warrior with lifelink. He also has the ability Dance from Final Fantasy VI. At the beginning of our end step, each player may discard a card. Each player who discarded a card this way draws a card. If a creature card was discarded this way, we create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink. Then, if a non-creature card was discarded this way, we put a +1/+1 counter on each Moogle we control. Okay, so here's the problem. There are 8 Moogle cards in Magic, and one of them isn't even a Moogle card, it's a spell that creates Moogles. Normally for a Kindred deck, you want to run 30 or so of the chosen creature type. Now that can be supplemented with Changelings, but I personally prefer to run the main creature type. If I'm going to build a Changeling deck, I want it to be about Changelings. But there is a solution, something we can run to help give us more Moogles. Maskwood Nexus. So because Maskwood Nexus is such a key part of our deck, I wanted to be able to tutor for it. Therefore, this will be a bracket 3 deck. It will not be a budget list. Don't worry, we will have more budget lists later this week. But I did want to talk about Mog in relation to his abilities and how they were translated from Final Fantasy VI. In Final Fantasy VI, every playable character has 4 abilities: Fight, Magic, Item, and Special. Final Fantasy VI is unique in that almost all the characters can learn every spell in the game. You just have to track them all down and then grind up for many hours to learn all the spells. But it is possible. Mog's special ability is Dance. Whenever Mog fights in a new zone, tundra, mountain, caves, the forest, he learns a new dance. The dance deals damage or buffs your party, depending on which dance you choose, but it is fun to collect them all. Now, unlike a lot of the characters in Final Fantasy VI, Mog is an optional character. You can miss picking him up. But if you do pick him up, you can also get his friend, Umaro, a Yeti. Umaro is one character who cannot learn magic. I guess Yeti fingers can't quite handle the delicate gestures needed to rain arcane destruction down on our enemies. Regardless, at the beginning of the game, when Locke goes to rescue Terra, he is joined by a host of Moogles. And I love how that is represented in Moogle's Valor. So get ready to enjoy throwing fluffy white monsters at your opponents, because that is what this deck is designed to do. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. I know I'm sponsored, so you may not believe me, but Ultimate Guard katanas are the best sleeves on the planet. They have gorgeous colors like these new purple ones, are durable and long-lasting, and an absolute joy to shuffle. Let Ultimate Guard protect your cards with katanas. Pick yours up today at your local game store or order them on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Arid Mesa, Bloodstained Mire, Windswept Heath, Wooded Foothills, Flooded Strand, Sacred Foundry, Spectator Seating, Sundown Pass, Clifftop Retreat, Elegant Parlor, Alpine Meadow, Sacred Peaks, Rugged Prairie, Battlefield Forge, Needleverge Pathway, Fury Calm Snarl, Windscarred Crag, Karn's Bastion, scavenger grounds, 8 mountains, and 8 plains. What? I told you this wasn't a budget deck. For mana ramp, we're running Gita, Font of Hope, Descent into Avernus, Smothering Tithe, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Conviction, Boros Signet, Fire Diamond, Marble Diamond, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Thrawn Dynamo, and Solemn Simulacrum. Remember, this deck is built around Moogles and turning other creatures into Moogles. Our card advantage package consists of Delivery Moogle, Kate Sith Fortune Teller, Ascend from Avernus, Sun Titan, Luminous Broodmoth, Treasure Map, Enlightened Tutor, Harnessed Snubhorn, Jessica's Will, Unexpected Windfall, and Big Score. Wanted to make sure we could dig through our deck as well as replay cards from the graveyard. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Moogle's Valor, Lion Sash, Requisition Raid, Dawn Charm, Abrade, Boros Charm, Chaos Warp, Generous Gift, Destroy Evil, and Swords to Plowshares. Lots of ways to keep our opponents in line and protect our board. Our board wipes consist of Damning Verdict, Farewell, and Blasphemous Act. Powerful and thematic. Well, one of them is thematic at least. The core of our deck consists of Summon Good King Mog XII, Cloudbound Moogle, Summon Chocomog, Felidar Retreat, Krenko 10 Street Kingpin, Umaro Raging Yeti, Heliod Suncrowned, Metallic Mimic, Archangel of Thune, Sunscorch Regent, Elenda's Hierophant, and Agate Instigator. Supporting our plan, we've also got Maskwood Nexus, Cathar's Crusade, All Will Be One, Abzan Falconer, Virtue of Loyalty, Spectacular Showdown, Elspeth Stormslayer, Orzhov Advocist, Mondrak Glory Dominus, Anointed Procession, Odretak Deepest Foundation, Sword of Truth and Justice, and Grateful Apparition. What? I wanted a lot of Moogles. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, right on target. 11 pieces of card advantage, 10 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, Lion Sash, and Farewell. No sudden I win cards, but lots of value. Our deck is designed to go wide and make as many tokens as possible, while also growing them with cards like Cathar's Crusade or Archangel of Thune. We then deal even more damage to our opponents with Agate Instigator or All Will Be One. Cards like Grateful Apparition and Sword of Truth and Justice help us to grow our army even further. So even without Maskwood Nexus, we still have many paths to victory. But ideally, we have Maskwood Nexus on board, so that our commander grows our entire board. Are you building a Mog Moogle Warrior commander deck? What about a deck led by one of the other legendary creatures from Final Fantasy? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Borgi, Nazwin, Conga, Robert, Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Sint, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Ernesto, Midge, and Captain Hammer. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.